Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dhanesh here. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the machine learning math. So we maths, calculus, linear algebra, probability, statistics, lot of mathematics we are using along with machine learning, artificial intelligence, and neural networks. So in this video, I am going to cover the basics of calculus. So I will just cover the basics of calculus. See, calculus is a branch of mathematics which is introduced by two scientists. Mainly, it is introduced by Sir Isaac Newton. Calculus is introduced by Newton and Leibniz. Two scientists, they were contemporaries, and they fought for a long time. Who introduced calculus, Newton and Leibniz. These are all the two scientists who introduced calculus. And in this calculus, if you see, there are two main sections. One is differentiation and another one is integration. So in calculus, you have two main sections are there. One is differentiation, then integration. So if you talk about differentiation and integration, differentiation means splitting a physical quantity or splitting a data into smaller divisions, that we call it as differentiation. If you need more clarity, I can tell you, see, you all aware of velocity or speed. You are familiar with that. See, velocity, we can tell it as, I told differentiation is the splitting. So speed or velocity is the splitting of displacement with respect to time. This is the simplest explanation of differentiation. So we can tell it as velocity as the first derivative. First means you can split multiple times. First time you can split, again second time when you split you will get acceleration. That's why. So velocity is the first derivative of displacement with respect to time. This is the concept of differentiation. After splitting these things, you can again sum it up, that we call it as summation. And more precise process, we call it as integration. The difference between summation and integration is when you write sigma I is equal to 1 to n, you won't consider the numbers between 1 and 2. You won't consider. But how many numbers are there between 1 and 2? Infinite numbers are there. All those numbers are considered in the case of integration. That is the difference. So you got an idea about differentiation and integration. Differentiation is the splitting process. I explained with respect to speed or velocity. So velocity is the splitting of displacement. What you are using to split? Time. You are splitting with respect to time. So velocity is the derivative of displacement with respect to time. This is the idea behind differentiation and integration. Now I will get into more details related to differentiation and integration. So once again, so to understand differentiation more, I am coming to again differentiation. Some of the fundamental formulas in differentiation we are discussing now. Some of the fundamental okay, differentiation. So what is differentiation? We already discussed. When we talked about velocity, we are differentiating displacement. We are differentiating displacement using time, with respect to time. So there were two variables. One is displacement, another one is time. So here also we are introducing two variables. We are splitting the variable y with respect to x, that we call it as dy by dx. This is the simplest form. So here y stands for displacement and x stands for time. Okay, y stands for displacement and x stands for time. Now, so here we are differentiating y with respect to x. See, let's see, y is equal to x raised to n. This is the formula you need to understand first. So what is the derivative of x raised to n? Then you can write it as d by dx of x raised to n. This is the most important formula. You usually use it in calculus. This is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. Very important. D by dx of x raised to n. If this y is x raised to n, the formula is n x raised to n minus 1. Then the case, if this is x raised to 2, what will happen? That's what I am going to tell you. If see, first if y is equal to x raised to n, it is n x raised to n minus 1. Then if y is x raised to 5, can you tell me the answer? It is dy by dx will be n. Instead of n, here it is 5. X raised to n, you can compare it with x raised to n. Instead of n, it is 5. So the answer will be n x raised to n minus 1. Then 5 x raised to
5 minus 1.
4. So this is the answer. If y is x raised to 5, dy by dx is 5 x raised to 4. Then again I will give you one more example to get more clarity on this. These are all very interesting topics in mathematics. So I am giving another example for you. Y is equal to x raised to 8. Then what is dy by dx? Again the same formula. N x raised to n minus 1. 8 x raised to 7. 8 x raised to 7. So the simple formula only we are using. Now I am asking, what would be the derivative of x raised to 1? That is another x raised to 1 means we are writing y is equal to x raised to 1 means x. Then what is dy by dx? Yes, 1 x raised to
0.
1 minus 1, that is 1 x raised to 0. What is any quantity raised to 0 is 1, that is 1 into 1, that is 1. Very important. This is the derivative of x. So I told you derivative of x raised to 7, x raised to 8. Now I am giving you a negative number. How it will come? Let's see that. I am giving you a negative number. That is, I am giving you a negative number. For example, y is equal to x raised to minus 8. Then dy by, instead of n, here it is minus 8. So it would be minus 8 x raised to minus 8 minus 1, that is minus 8 x raised to minus 9. This is another important result. So for to find out the derivative of when the power is positive, when the exponent is positive, when the exponent is negative, you know how to calculate it. Now another important result I want you to tell you is the derivative of a constant. So what is the derivative of a constant? So next is we are going to see dy by dx. For example, here if y is a constant, means if y is equal to 2, then what is dy by dx? The derivative of a constant is 0. Very important. Derivative of a constant is 0. Really important. So that is another important thing you need to understand. Derivative of a constant is 0. Now I am going to talk about integration. So I have given you some idea about integration. So what is some integration? It is the reverse process. It is the reverse process of differentiation. In differentiation, you are splitting a quantity into smaller things. But in integration, you are again doing the summation, but it is not summation. There is difference is there between integration and differentiation. Okay, so the basic rule while doing integration also sorry when you were doing differentiation, the fundamental rule you use is d by dx of x raised to n. So d by dx of x raised to n is nx raised to n minus 1. Now we are going to do integral of x raised to n dx. Integral, this is the sign we will use. So there we use d by dx. For integration, the symbol we are using is, this is the symbol you need to understand. This is the symbol for integration. So you understood that. So I will write it again once again. This is the symbol we are using. This is the symbol. Now integral of x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n dx is equal to, what is the derivative of x raised to n? Nx raised to n minus 1. What is the integral of x raised to n? X raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is the formula. Plus you will introduce a constant as well. So otherwise you need to use definite integrals. These things we will discuss it later. But for the time being, you need to understand when you are writing integration, you should introduce a constant. So that also you understood. Now we will apply this formula in different cases. So how it would come. So for that we will use you have to tell me. So what is the integral of x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. In the same way, what is integral of x raised to 5 dx? So it would be x raised to 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1. That is x raised to 6 by 6. That's all. Then integral of, plus a constant will be there. Integral of x raised to 7 dx. X raised to 7 plus 1 divided by 7. X raised to 8 by 8 plus constant. This is another example. Now I will give you a negative number. To do that, it is the negative number, it is so if it is integral of x raised to minus 9 dx. So what would be integral of minus 9 dx? It would be
x minus 8
x raised to minus 9 plus 1
by minus 9 by plus 1.
Minus 9 plus 1. It would be x raised to minus 8 by minus 8. So this is the integral of x raised to minus n dx. Then what would be integral of x dx?
0.
Integral of a derivative of a constant is 0. So integral of x dx will be, you can understand like this, integral of x dx, instead of n here it is 1. Am I right? Integral of x dx means x raised to 1.
X raised to 2 by
X raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is x raised to 2 divided by 2.
that is equal to
X square by 2. This is the answer. So plus constant, you need a constant as
that
well.
is equal to
That's all. That's all. X square by 2 plus c. So negative number I told you. Then another thing is, what is the integral of a constant? Derivative, very important. Derivative of a constant is 0. Right? Derivative of a constant is 0. What is the integral of a constant? So I am telling you, I am writing it as integral of 2 dx. Then 2 is a constant. I have taken outside the integral. Then integral of dx. What is integral of dx? Integral of dx should be
x to the power 1.
no. When you add dx, you will get x. When you combine all small fractions of x, that is dx. Dx means a small fraction of x. When you combine all small fractions of dx, you will get x. So you need to understand integral of dx is x. So integral of a constant, here integral of 2 dx is 2x. Derivative of a constant is 0. We already discussed. So that is another simple formula for a constant. Integral of constant is, if you integral of 5 dx, it is 5x. Integral of 6 dx, it is 6x. Like that. Now some more formulas I am giving you. These the trigonometric functions, the derivative. So you can understand the derivatives of trigonometric functions. That is this you can understand, you can remember it. D by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. D by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Then next is d by dx of tan x. D by dx of tan x is 6 square x. 6 square x. Now next is you have integral of sin x dx is equal to minus cos x. In the same way, integral of cos x dx is equal to sin x. Like that it will go. So integral of, it's a reverse process, right? The derivative of tan x is 6 square x. So integral of 6 square x is tan x, like that. So now again some more functions I am telling you. The derivative of log x. What is the derivative of log x? You know the logarithmic function. Derivative of log x is 1 by x, very important. Then another function you can remember, d by dx of e raised to x. It is e raised to x only, the same function you will get it. This is another example. Then integral of 1 by x is log x, the reverse process. That means the derivative of log x is 1 by x. Then integral of 1 by x is log x. The reason is integration is the reverse process of differentiation. So integral of 1 by x is log x. Since the derivative of log x is 1 by x. So in the same way, integral of e raised to x is e raised to x only. So this is the fundamental concepts in calculus. We covered the very fundamental process in calculus. Now in the next video we will come up with some more ideas about calculus and linear algebra. So thanks for watching.
Please